Started my live a little early, so might as well go ahead and start the class early. Hey. All right. I have a few more people coming in, but that's all right. Alrighty, so Alito. Achima chugma. Chugma. All right, so it's been another 2 weeks. It seems like we always have class every other week because we keep missing certain weeks and stuff. And so, but we're here again, and I got you guys another phrase for this evening. It says halito, which obviously that's just the greeting. And then kuchaya pathkihosh okthalika. Kuchayat pathkihosh okthalika. Does anybody, except those two, obviously, down there, they already got it. Does anybody know what this possibly could mean? No? So I say this because the time change happened. And so we see that it's dark outside, which I'm just giving you pretty much everything that's in this. But this is what people would say because of the time change. So kucha here means outside, or it could mean weather. And then pathki here just means to be fast or to be quick. And then here, okthalika, to be dark, to be dark. So this horse just makes it, yeah. This horse here makes it to where, so you would say quick, to be quick, and then the horse says like quickly, kind of. So it adds that effect. So kuchaya pathki horse okthalika. So basically it's saying it gets dark outside pretty quick or quickly. In Choctaw, it's kind of like it says, if you want to do like a one-for-one translation to English, it's kind of like saying the outside quickly gets dark, which that kind of sounds weird in English when we say it like that. So most of the time I just say it gets dark outside fast or something like that. So that's kind of what we would say. So kucha, yat, obviously subject here. Pathki, hosh, these two go together, and then okthalika means dark. So okthalika by itself, we would say it is dark. Pathki by itself, it is quick or it is fast. And then kucha is outside or the weather. So sometimes whenever it gets cold outside, you can say kucha yak kapasa. It's cold outside. So kucha could mean outside or it could mean weather. All right? So that's the phrase for this evening. And I got some, I think I put some papers over there. Did everybody get a paper? Of course, I didn't grab me one. Yeah, it's the same one. I just put it over. Did you get one?
Yeah, I got one.
Oh, okay. All right. So today we're going to kind of talk about the past tense. All right. So the last couple of weeks we went over these sentences here. So let's kind of go over the verbs again and then go over the ish and li type sentences, okay? All right, so the first one is to eat. How do you say to eat? Impa, okay? How about to eat it? Apa, okay? I only got one person saying it. Hey. Okay, how about to talk, to speak? Anompule, okay, okay. All right, to sing, taloa, okay. All right, what about to listen? Haklo, uh-huh. All right, what about to stop it or to quit. Issa. Yeah. Issa. There you go. All right, what about to say? Achi. Achi. Okay. What about more so to say that? Makachi. Okay. What about to sleep? No see. No see. Okay. To stand up from a sitting position. Wakaya. Achugma. All right. What about to give to him or give to her? Ima. Ima. Okay. What about give to me? Ama. Ama. Okay. What about to look? Hissa. Okay. All right. Achugma. Achugma. So those are our verbs. So we went over those, but I'm going to add one more. Alito. Hemo hush ayalaha. Ayalahu. Omi, so before we get distracted, hey, I'm gonna add one more verb to your vocab list, which a lot of people understand this one because I feel like a lot of people hear this one a lot. Is iya, iya. So let's try to say that. Iya, iya, iya. Okay, all right. So does anybody know what that means? To go, yeah, just got here and already showing the class up. Hey, no, just kidding. All right, yeah. So ia is to go, but I will say that it does mean to go, but more or less this is for one person. One person. Sometimes you might hear like when we say we are going. Some people might say Ilya, but we'll get more into that later. But for the most part, ia just means one person. It refers to one person. And so if you say ish ia, which means you are going, you're just talking to one person. You're talking about one person going. And then likewise, ayali or ayako, see? Over here. Iyali means I'm going. And so if you say hatagmat iya, that means that man is going. You're talking about one man. And so you could say hatagmat ifkule, which means that those men are going. But like I said, we're just going to worry about the one for now because we haven't got into duals or plurals just yet. Plus, we're just learning ish and li. And so that's the only thing that we're going to worry about today, or tonight, rather, is ia. Okay? And so let's go back through our vocab list and say you are doing those things. So how would you say you are sleeping? Ish nosi, okay? What about you are singing? Ish taloa, okay? Don't look at your papers. Hey, if you know the vocab, then you should know these. Okay, what about you are looking? Ispisa, achugma, ispisa. What about you are speaking or you are talking? Ishanopuli, okay? All right. So, how would you say? I already kind of give you the answer. How would you say you are going? Ishia, Ishia, achugma. All right. So now let's look at some Lee sentences. How would you say I'm eating? Huh? Impale, okay? Impale. Just remember that whenever we say these, like when we spell them, we separate them. But when we say them, we kind of put them together. So not impale, it's more like impale. You hear how it's kind of like together? Impale. So let's say that. Impale. Impale. Okay. What about I am standing up. Wakayali. Yeah, Wakayali. Okay. What about I'm giving it to him? Imali. There you go. Yeah. Scully, Imali. Hey, no, I'm just kidding. What about I am listening? Hakululi. Okay. All right. And so for the final one, how about I am going? Yeah, say it louder. Iale. Okay. So this one's interesting because a lot of times, like I said, whenever we spell it, we always separate them just because we want to separate the words and you can see it. And in Chickasaw, they like to write it all together. So it's kind of sometimes it's hard to read like that. But when you see it separated, it's kind of easier to read. But in saying that, a lot of people will just say iali, iali. And the way I hear that, it's almost like they're saying it like this. Iali, iali. But that's not right. That we don't say it like that. That's why it's iya, iya, not iya, iya, iya. And so, likewise, I'm gonna say this to you guys this way. I don't want you to like write it like this, but when you say it, it's almost like iyali, iyali. Like I said, don't write it like that because we're always gonna write it like that. But that's kind of how you pronounce it, iyali, iyali. And sometimes you might hear speakers say yali, yali. So they might take that I off and say yali. Like, cool. So if I'm ready to go home, I'll just say yali, and people will understand that you're saying I'm going. Which even though it does say I'm going, it kind of has that meaning of I'm leaving, and so people will understand. But for instructional purposes, we're just going to say I'm going, okay? Because I don't want to get you guys confused about that, okay? All right, so ia, ia. So ia by itself, what could it mean? To go or not I'm going, because then you would have to add li. It could mean he's going, or it could mean she's going. So if I just saw somebody walking out the door, I say, yeah, he's going, or she's going. Or if it's somehow a magical doll is walking out, I can say it's going, which I don't want to say that. We just passed Halloween, so we don't want to worry about that. All right, so yeah, let's just all say yali, yali, yali. Achukma. All right, so today we're talking about the past tense, which this one, you got this one, and you also have this one. T-U-K, and then you got T-O-K. Okay? Hey. So the reason why I gave you these sentences here is because we're going to start putting these in the past tense. And then I'll put EI right here just for reference. This is the new verb. And so if you want to make a sentence past tense, all you have to say is say the sentence that you're going to say and then add took at the end. So knowing that, what I just said, let me say it one more time. Whatever sentence you're going to say that and then put took at the end to make it past tense. So how would you say I spoke? That would be he spoke. Anon poli took. What are you missing? There you go. There you go. Achugma. Anon poli li took. Anon poli li took. Okay? Remember, just because Anopoli has li doesn't mean that means I. You still have to put the I pronoun, which is li, at the end. Anopoli li took. All right. So what about I sang? Taloli took. Okay. What about I slept? No silly took. Okay. Looks like there's a lot of people out here about to go no see right now. Hey. Yeah, so we're using this one right here, took. And so the reason why I put both T-U-K and then T-O-K is that one refers to the recent past and the one refers to the distant past. Because if anybody has ever heard Choctaw speaking whenever they're talking about maybe the Bible or something they did a long time ago, you'll hear them say took, took, like they'll put more emphasis on it, like took, like let's see something. Ha, Hopaki, yeah. Hopaki, Ugla, Yomi Bika took. You know, they'll put emphasis like that. A long time ago, that's what they used to do. And so that's what they'll put that took there. And so this refers to like the distant past. Okay? But this one is like the recent past. So like if it happened 5 minutes ago, even like a couple of months ago, it still would be kind of used as took there. But this one is like way in the past. All right. So let's say, you know, Amafu yat chata anopa you know, imanopali bika took. Like my grandfather talked to him in Choctaw, used or kind of like talked to him in Choctaw, but it's like referring to long time ago. Took, because my grandfather passed away before I was even born. So I'm 32 years old right now. So that was way before then. Okay, so let's look at some of the things here again. How would you say I gave it to him or I gave it to her? Huh? Imali took. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Imali took. Okay, what about I quit or I stopped it? Isali took. Okay. All right, what about I ate it? Well, I ate it. Like if you were to say I ate, then you would say impali took. But if you say I ate it, you would say ah apali took. Okay, yeah, there you go. And so, do you guys remember what I said about like if you want to put something that you're doing with or something like that, you put it in front. So if I wanted to say I ate watermelon, like I ate it yesterday or I ate it like 5 minutes ago, how would you? Shukshi is how we say watermelon. Shukshi, shukshi. So how would you say I ate watermelon? So you put it first, the object first. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Yeah, yeah. Shukshi apali took. So let's say that. Shukshi apali took. Shukshi apali took. Shukshi apali took. There you go. Yeah. But you don't want to say Shukshi apali took. You know, maybe like before I was born, I was eating a watermelon or something like that. But no, so you hear the difference. Shukshi apali took. Shukshi apali took. That's saying I ate watermelon. But if I say Shukshi apali took, then you can tell that's longer in the distance. But anyways, so we just learned Iya, right? How would you say I went? Yali took. There you go. Yeah. Yali took. So let's say that. Yali took. Yali took. Yali took. Okay. So we kind of went over questions a little bit. And so we're going to kind of get into that as well. So, but first, let me see. How would you say you slept? You slept. It's no si took, okay? You said it. Ah, well, that's you spoke it. Speak. What is speak? Achi, okay? So how you say you said it? Ishachi took. There you go. Yeah. Don't be afraid. Don't be scared. They're all the same words we've been learning for a couple weeks. All right. Let's see. You ate. You ate. Ishimpa took. Okay. All right. You sang. Ishtaloa took. Yeah. There you go. All right. So how would you say you went? Ishia took. There you go. Yeah. If you have it in your mind, don't be afraid to say it because you might be right. But even if you're wrong, you're going to learn how to say it the correct way. So don't be afraid. It's going to happen. That's how I started out. By the way, we have a guest here today. So Dora Wixon here. She's actually another one of our first language speakers, and that's the lady that I learned Choctaw from. So she's the one that taught me my crazy self how to speak Choctaw, and she knows that I make a lot of mistakes even now. I still make mistakes, and so Yakoki Ishlaga. So, but we're gonna kind of get into questions because we kind of got in questions 2 weeks ago, and so does anybody remember how to ask questions like, "Are you going?" We got the question marker, whom, right? So how would you say you are going? Are you going? Are you going? There you go. Yeah. Ishiyaho. 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 Are you going? Are you going? Okay. What about are you eating? Ishimpaho. Okay. What about are you? Well, if you answered this, then you're a liar. Are you sleeping? It's no siho. It's no siho. Okay, so this is our present tense. Our present tense question marker. So now we're going to get into past tense question markers, okay? And so we kind of have it already. And so we have hook on, and then we also have ha, which doesn't get taught a lot. And I think there's one more, but I forgot. So took on is usually the one that a lot of people use, but that's the one that gets taught all the time. Took on. But also there's this ha that doesn't get taught a lot. That's said a lot in conversation. And I got taught this too by you know who. The one sitting right here. And the example I always use is the same example that I was taught is that so how first of all, how would you say um, uh, you ate? You ate in the past tense. We just learned it. Ish impatok. Ish impatok. Okay. Okay. So let me write that down here. So ish impatok. Ish impatok. They're saying you ate. You was eating or whatever. So you ate. So if you want to use this past tense question marker, you would just simply add that on there. And so that kind of turns into, did you eat? Did you eat? But also, we have this also. Ishimpaha. Ishimpaha. That also means, did you eat? Did you eat? But so for this one here, Ishimpaha, I was taught that it was more kind of friendlier when you say it that way. So, like, if you come through my door at my house and, I didn't know if you ate or anything, I might say, Ishimpaha, did you eat? Because maybe I want to, like, feed you what I'm cooking. Of course, I'm just probably making a bowl of cereal myself, but I just want to know if you wanted some too. I can make you a bowl. But anyways, but this one here, ish impatokon, ish impatokon. It's almost like you ate and you weren't supposed to. And so like maybe it's like, we're supposed to pray before we eat, and so you started eating, it's like, ish impatokon, did you eat? Ish impatokon, did you eat? And so a lot of people nowadays are using this one, and they're not really using this one too much. And I noticed that maybe Mississippi Choctaws too, they just say it this way, just the tukon. But some of these things that I was taught, I want to make sure to give it to you guys as well, because these are the things that some speakers are still saying. And so I want to be sure to give you everything that that was being said. And a lot of times, the speakers, they'll say things, but when you tell them like, "Oh, there's a difference between these two," they're like, "Huh? I mean, I don't see no difference," or whatever. Or they might say that, but it's because they've been speaking Choctaw all their life, and so they don't know the ins and outs of Choctaw. They just know how to speak it. They only know what they know, but they don't know like logistics, or should I say linguistics about it, and so they don't know that part about it. And so we try to educate the youth and people that are trying to learn. This is how they would say it in certain contexts. But when you say that to a speaker, they're like, that don't make sense to me. But it's because they didn't get taught the language. They just knew it. So, but that's the benefit for them, is that whenever you hear them say something, that's why I always say it's important to listen to what they're saying, because they might say something that you haven't got taught before. Whenever Dora was talking all the time, of course, I would pester her all the time, and I'll go to her office all the time and bother her. But the one thing is that she spoke Choctaw to me, and I picked up on things that she didn't even teach me. I just heard her say these things in context, and I just picked it up. And so I figured it out for myself, and then I started using it. And then whenever I thought I was brave enough, I would use it with her. And then she didn't give me this face where she always goes, she would always give me a weird face, because she's like, that would always tell me, oh, I said it wrong. But like so you always want to listen. Listening to the language is just as important as speaking. And I mean, like, writing, I think it's more important than writing and reading and stuff like that. But listening and speaking is important part of learning a language. If you can't listen to what people are saying, then you're not going to pick it up, unfortunately. But yeah, so we have Tokon and Ha. And so so let's just kind of go over those with the vocab you got there. So let's start with Tokon for all of them. And we'll just say, did you speak? There you go. Yeah. Ishanompolitogo. Ishanompolitogo. Okay. What about did you sing? Ishtaloadago. Yeah. Ishtaloadago. Okay. What about did you listen? There you go. Yeah. Ishaklodago. Ishaklodago. What about did you sleep? Ishnosidago. Ishnosidago. Okay. What about uh did you see it or did you look at it? Ishpisadago, yeah. Ishpisadago, yeah. All right, now let's use ha. Okay. Did you eat? Ishimpaha. There you go. I don't make sure you don't cheat. Hey. What about did you speak? Ishinopaleha. Yeah. There you go. Did you sleep? Ishnosiha. Ishnosiha. Okay. Did you give it to him? Ishimaha. Yeah. Ishimaha. What about did you sing? Ishtaloaha. Yeah. All right. What about did you go? Ishiaha. There you go. Achungma. Achungma. So I kind of bring that up just a little bit, just because what happened this weekend at the event center? Powwow. There you go. Yeah. So this is a question that you guys could probably take with you, and like you can take the other tukul and ha and use it in your phrases because I got them for you here. And so I want you guys to practice these. To say it like in the present tense, ishimpa, ishpa, ishanopoli, ishtaloa, ishaklo, and then going on to achili, makachili, nosili, wakayali, imali, pisali. I want you to practice all of those. And then once you get confident enough, start adding things to it. And so that, I don't know if you've noticed, that's kind of what we've been doing. Over the past couple of weeks, we've been just building our sentences. What was the first thing we learned? Does anybody remember? The first thing we started learning was vowel sounds. Does anybody remember those vowel sounds? Eo. Hey. But remember, what sound does this make? Ah. Ah. There you go. What about E? E. What about I? There you go. What about oh? Hey. Yeah. Remember, in English it goes like this. You say, oh, oh. You see how your mouth goes from open to close? Oh. But in Choctaw, it doesn't do that. It just stays constant like that. Oh, oh, oh. Okay. What about oh, oh? It's like you got hit in the gut. Oh, oh. What about ah, ah? It's not a. We don't say that. A. I'm just kidding. I mean, we do say that, but not in that way. So ah. Okay. What about ah? Okay. Nasal A. What about nasal O? Oh. Okay. What about Okay? So that's the first thing we went over whenever we first started. But then when we started learning, after that, verbs are command words. So, anong pule, haklo, isa. We started learning them individually. And then after that, what do we learn? Well, we did learn introductions too, yeah. Which towards the end, we're probably going to have somebody come up and do theirs, okay? So we learned Lee. We learned Lee after that. Then the next week, or maybe it might have been 2 weeks because we might have missed a week, we learned Ish. And then last week, or not last week, 2 weeks ago, we learned about question markers, question marker home. And so today we're learning past tense markers and past tense question markers. And so the reason why I'm saying like we're building upon sentences because I want you to keep hearing these words, and hearing these words without looking. How many of you can like I can say a word and you kind of just know what it means? Like if I said no see, what is it? Sleep? Okay, wakaya. Okay, ima, ima. It kind of got quiet there. You started strong. Ima, to give it to him, to give it to her. Okay. What about makachi? Say that, or just to say, yeah. So I guess we still need to work on those verbs. Hey, no, it's good. No, but so going back to iya, achi. Hey, okay. And then we got iya oku. Good thing about it is you don't need that tok when you use ha. So you got toko and you got ha. So iya toko, what does that mean? Did he go? Or did she go? Remember, it's he or she or it. So this one too. Iyaha. What does that mean? Same thing. Don't be shy. Don't be scared. Same thing. Did he go? Did she go? Okay. And so what I kind of wanted to get to is that I talked about the powwow. Is that you can put an object or whatever you're talking about in front, and then that could be a complete sentence. So if I wanted to say, "Did you go to the powwow?" I could just say, of course, you could say it right here too. How well is Iadugun? How well is Iadugun? So let's say that. How well is Iadugun? How well is Iadugun? How well is Iadugun? Okay? And likewise, you can also say, how well is Iaha? How well is Iaha? So let's try to say that. How well is Iaha? How wow is Iyaha? Okay? All right, so you guys kind of got the concept. So if you look at this one's kind of like, how wow is Iyaha? Like, I told you not to go to the powwow, but did you go to the powwow? Of course, I didn't say ish. I got iya there, so that's the next thing we're gonna get into. So I'm just like y'all because of the time change. I get tired quickly. So, but powwow Iadagun, did he go to the powwow? Did he go to the powwow? But if I'm trying to be more friendlier, I could probably say powwow is Shiyaha. Powwow is Shiyaha. But also remember what I said that the way you say things could also be interpreted as such. So if I said Pawa Ieragun, maybe it's kind of a friendlier way of saying like, did he go? But maybe he still wasn't supposed to go. But if I said Pawa Ieragun, oh cool, can't even speak. Pawa Ieragun, Pawa Ieragun, like you kind of got like mad. You're a little upset that he went or that she went to the powwow, you know? Okay? So you always put what you're talking about in front of the action. Okay? All right, so now we know how if he went or if she went, how would you say, did you go to the powwow? Did you go to the powwow? There you go, yeah. Say it again. There you go, yeah. Powwow ishiyaha. Powwow ishiyaha. And so all you have to do is add ish. So all the action is going to be right here. So that's the action. Ish iyaha. The object or the things we're talking about is always going to go in front of that. Powwow ish iyaha. Okay? So knowing what we know now about this, how would you say, I went to the powwow? There you go. Powwow yali tok. Powwow yali tok. Okay, chukma, chukma. Okay, so let's do a little back and forth. So pretend that I'm just talking to you individually. I say, powwow shiyaha. So what would you say? Kiyo, yeah. If you're trying to say, I went to the powwow. Okay. In a complete sentence. If I ask you, powwow ishiyaha in a complete sentence, not just using how would you say, I went to the powwow? There you go. There you go. Powwow yali tok. So let's practice that a little bit. Powwow ishiyaha. Okay. Powwow ishiyaha. Oh, I heard someone say ish. Are you asking me now? Hey. So powwow ishiyaha. Powwow yali tok. So let's try that. Powwow yali tok. Powwow yali tok. Powwow yali tok. Okay. Powwow ishiyaha. Achogma, achogma. Remember, ish is you. When I say you, I mean the pronoun you. I'm not saying you individually. I'm not pointing at you. Say ish is you. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying ish is the pronoun you, whereas li is the pronoun I. Okay? So if I say powwow ish iyaha, you don't repeat what I say. You say powwow yali tok. Okay? Because just if I said, did you go to the powwow? And you say, yeah, you went to the powwow. That's basically what you're saying. When you say ish, I'm not asking you to repeat what I'm saying. I'm asking you to answer what I'm saying. Okay? So let's try it one more time. Powwow ishiyaha. Achogma, achogma. Now ask me. Achogma. Powwow iyali tok. Woo! I'm about to start teaching you Chickasaw. This might be Choctaw Chickasaw class. Hey. Yeah, so ask me one more time so I can get it right. Powwow yali tok. All right. So you can do that with a bunch of things. So how would you ask me, did you go to McDonald's? Uh-huh. McDonald's Yali Toko Ki. So how would you say I went to Walmart? Walmart Yali Tok. There you go. Yeah. How would you say you went to Texas? Okay. Texas is Tok. Okay. Now how would you say did you go to Texas? Uh, okay, I'm hearing a lot of things. I'm trying to catch everybody. So, how would you say, did you go to Texas? There, I heard it. Everyone, yeah. Texas is Shiadagon. Texas is Shiadagon. Or you could say, Texas is Iaha. Cool. I'm starting to mess up my words. Texas is Iaha. Okay. What about I went to Mississippi? Mississippi Iali took. Okay. Never mind. I'm not getting into that. Okay. So looking at your vocab again. Um, so how would you ask somebody, did you speak Choctaw? Throwing you guys for a loop here. Okay. What? Okay, let's break it down. How do you say spoke? I know. Well, that's spoke in the past tense. Anon politok. How do you say you spoke? Did you speak? Ishanon politiko. Okay, now, did you speak Choctaw? There you go. Yeah, I heard it. Yeah. Chata anumpa ishanon politiko. Chata anumpa ishanon politiko. Okay? So the reason why I'm doing that is because, like I said, we're building. Use what you know already and add it to your sentences. We started with anompoli, anompoli tok, ishanompoli, and then ishanompoli togo or ishanompoli ha, either way. And then chatta anompa ishanompoli togo. Chatta anompa ishanompoli ha. So you see how that works? We're building. We're building. I know I'm not a builder. I'm not someone that's in construction, but I know how to build sentences somewhat. Hey. Okay. So let's see. We have about 15 minutes left. Does anybody have any questions about this? Is everybody's minds fried because we haven't been in class for 2 weeks? Do we need to go over some of these vocab again? Well, we're always going to go over it. But this is something that you can ask people. That's what I'm just trying to get that. You can ask people that. Walmart is Shia, huh? Did you go to Walmart? And like I said, if you don't know the Choctaw word, just say the English, but say this phrase here or say this phrase here. Okay? So let me get everybody to think of a sentence. Did you go somewhere? Okay? So let's start back here. Ask me, did you go somewhere? But you pick the spot. Concetta. So you can change this powwow out here, but I want you to ask me, is she aha? But change this to another location. Ruits, Yali took. There you go. Yeah, see how easy it is? Okay, Mom. Uh-huh. Sonic, Yali took. Sarah. Mm-hmm. where we say holiso apisa. But even people will do that too in Choctaw, just so you know. If they don't know the English or they don't know the Choctaw word for it, or maybe they're trying to get to it fast and they don't want to say it, then they'll say the English. So they say school shiaha, which that's appropriate too. But we'll get into most of those other locations in a later time. But yeah, that's pretty good still. So see Sam Yali took. Chipinsali took. So what did I just say there? Chipinsali took. Yeah, I saw you. I saw you. Okay, right here. Ada Yali took. Okay, right here. Chuka Yali took. Okay, Linda. Aitanaha Yali took. Taloa Taloa took. Hey. All right, Uncle. Ah. Oh. Yala Chinkyo. Hey. Twyla. Tamaha Yali Kyo. That means I'm not going to town. All right. You could just put a location here. It don't matter what, and just say this phrase here. Ishiyaha or Ishiyadago. It don't matter. Ha. Stickball. Yali tok. Chugma. All right, Dora. Last but not least. Talahina. Yali tok. Mishash. No, people coming. All right. So does everybody get that? Does that make sense? So now if I go back to the around the room and ask you, did you go to those places? Now you answer me. So consider Pruitt's Ishiaha. There you go. Now I'm gonna erase it. That was your one. Hey. All right, Mom. Let's see. What did you say? Sonic Ishiaha. Chungma. Sarah School Ishiaha. Chungma. See, well, Nana Chimpanakalokeisha. Or Akchimpanakalokeisha. See Sam Ishiaha. Okay, so say I went to see Sam. You said it already. You said Yali took. Now just put see Sam. There you go. There you go. So whenever I ask you, don't just say I went. Tell me where you went. Okay? We're not trying to cut corners here. All right. Let's see. Ada Ishiyaha. Chungma, Chungma. What do you say? Chuka Ishiyaha. Chungma. Ayatanaha Ishiyaha. Chungma. Taloa Ishiyaha. Chungma. Not what did you say? Oh, Tamaha Ishiyaha. Aya. So Iyali took, not lolly took. We're not giving lollipops out here. So let me ask you again. Tamaha Ishiyaha. Cool. Ishiyukwana. Tamaha Ishiyaha. Cool. So just say Tamaha Iyali Tok. There you go. Yeah. So Tamaha Ishiyaha. Let me ask you again. Tamaha Ishiyaha. Ishiyukwana. I don't know, maybe something funny happened in town. All right, Iyali took, Iyali took. Yeah, maybe you should practice that. All right. Let's just move on. Stickball ishiyaha. Achugma. Talahina ishiyaha. No lalas here. Achugma. All right. Yeah, there you go. It's so yukba is how we say to laugh or to smile. So how would you say quit laughing? Well, isa it means to quit, yeah. But how would you say quit laughing? Yukbat isa. Yeah, yukbat isa. So you remember you put the verb first and isa afterwards. Yukbat isa. Yukbat isa. Or what I was saying to her is yukba na. So what does that mean? What do you think that means? Ah, yeah. Don't you laugh or don't laugh. Yeah. So that nah kind of gives like the don't do it, that kind of feel. So it's yukba na. Don't you be laughing now. All right. So we have time for maybe two people to come up and do their introductions. So do I have a volunteer? If not, then I'll have to volunteer somebody. Hey. Lala, I'm gonna start calling you Lala. You might as well come up here. You're trying to get it. Remember, we're kind of doing this so we can get the jitters out because a lot of the times we're scared. We're scared to speak. We're scared to be wrong, is really what we're scared about. Oh, Saho Chifu yet, Ross? You just told me your name is Ross. All right, here, take this.
Oh, Uma.
Chimali.
I'm on. I don't want to be on TV.
You're not on TV.
No, or whatever it is.
So just introduce yourself. Say my name, where you're from, where you live, and that you're Choctaw. That's it.
In Choctaw.
Mm-hmm. In Choctaw. Well, I would ask you to do it in Spanish, but we're not in Spanish class.
So it's not Chi. So it's Uma. No. Sa. Yeah. Saho Chifo Yot Ross.
Where do you live?
Katima. See, I don't remember any of that.
Okay. So where do you live? What's the town name?
Antlers.
So
In between antlers and here.
Antlers, almost like antlers. Antlers, Atali.
Antlers Italy.
Okay, where are you from?
Katima Amintili. Antlers?
So take Katima out and just put. Are you from Antlers too?
No, not really.
Where are you from?
Marlow
Morlo.
area.
Okay, so Morlo, Amintili.
Marlow Amintili.
So Amintili.
Amintili.
Okay, now say I am Choctaw.
Choctaw Sia. Okay.
Achungma. There you go. Yeah. All right. Achungma, give him a hand. Yeah. So we need to work on those a little bit more. Does any, one more volunteer? Yogma. I'm gonna pick somebody. In 5, 4. Sarah. Okay. Don't be shy. This is The Price is Right. Hey. Okay. So introduce yourself. Kata Chia.
Halito Sahachifo Sarah Trusty. Where do I live? Cato Atali. Atoka Amintili. Chatasia Hoki. And oh, okay, this is one I have a hard time with. Chata Anumpa Ikanali. Ikanali. Kanali.
Because Shatanupa Ishikana or
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm learning a little.
So say it again.
Chata Anumpa Ikanali.
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 There you go. Yeah. Achugma. Yeah.
Chata siya hoki. Makala.
Makala. Omi. Achugma. Achugma. Okay, so next week those two are safe from doing their introductions. So next week, well, I don't know if you guys want to have class next week since it's Veterans Day. I'll probably be going to a veterans thing in the morning, but I'll still be available in the evening times if you guys want to still have class. If not, then that's fine. You guys still want to have class next week? I got one yes. I got eh. Oh, you won't be here? Who will be here next? Who is available next week? Let's just do that. Have a lot of yeses, a little unsures. Okay, so we'll just go ahead. Let's see. Ha. Yeah. Well, let's see. Let's just go ahead and plan for class next week. Okay. But if anything comes up, then I'll make sure to reach out to you all. Okay. All right. Does anybody have any questions about what we learned tonight? Does anybody have any concerns? Does anybody have any headaches? Because I know you probably will. So we're just going to end it there. And so what I want you guys to do is try to practice on these. If you have somebody to practice with, then practice with them. You know, like just ask them, bathroom, Michia, huh? Did you go to the bathroom? It don't matter. You can say coffee shop, Michia, huh? Or something like that. Just try to use the words. Because you have to hear yourself saying it all the time. If not, then you're going to say la la all the time. Hey. But yeah, practice these. And you're going to have the video on YouTube anyway. So if you can find my YouTube, watch it there if you want to review some of these words and phrases again, because it's helpful to hear it over and over and over and over, because if you don't, then you're not going to want to speak. And the one thing I always say is that if you're waiting till you get to perfect, till you're perfect at speaking, then you'll probably never start speaking. Start speaking now when you don't know as much, and try to get it as much as you can. A lot of people will say, don't start early, don't start speaking early, because you might say it the wrong way and then keep on saying it. But how will you ever know when to start if you don't start speaking? A lot of people can help you and correct you and stuff like that. And you have the video, you can hear how it's pronounced. And there's a lot of videos out there for pronunciation too, especially with Yali. And so try to practice these as much as you can. A lot of times we're just waiting till Tuesday to start saying things, but we need to say them every day to get them ingrained in our head, okay? Because if you don't, then you're going to lose it. And so we don't want to lose it, okay? We want to be able to speak it. So when I ask you, Oklahoma City, Ishiaha, you can immediately go, Oklahoma City, Yali Tok. And don't just say, yeah. I notice a lot of people sometimes whenever, they're learning Choctaw, I'll say, Halito. They'll say, hey, how's it going? Or which is even worse is that I'll say, Halito, chimachugma. And they'll say, oh, I'm a chugma, chishnacho. I'll say, I'm a chugma huki. And they'll say, so how are you doing? You just asked me that. Why are you asking me that in English now? Don't do that. Be confident in your Choctaw speaking, okay? And so if there is no further questions, then makalla, hachipi salachigi. Ome. Y'all can go nosi now. Yagoki. All right. So hopefully Ashley Cooper, Kit, Florida, Italy, Dallas, Italy. Achugma. I'm glad you guys are doing it even on here. So we will be here next week unless something happens. So we'll see you guys next week.